One of the first news items we wanted to talk about was Bubbles explaining his retirement from Tipperary, which was announced not so long ago. He was on the Two Johnnies podcast, and he was asked about did he expect a call from Liam Cahill this year, and he says, "What do you want? A hug and a kiss at intercounty level? That's just the cutthroat business of it, isn't it? That's just the way it goes. You have to move on. Everyone moves on. I had enough of it anyway. Even last year when I stepped away, I went in and I gave it a go and was trying but couldn't get injuries right. I remember coming out from training one night and I was walking out with Shamey and Bonner, and I was actually happy walking out. I said to the lads there and then, I made the decision. I said, lads, I won't be back. I said, I can't do it anymore. When you stop enjoying it, that's when you know you need to go. So I suppose it's probably not unexpected. Well, it wasn't unexpected when it happened. The last maybe 3 years, it's just injury after injury. So I suppose he just kind of decided that's enough.
Yeah, no, I listened to the whole interview. Very loose, no like punches pulled whatsoever. Plenty of F's in there, lots of them. Really interesting interview. He said like he basically was talking about the Hawkeye free in 2014, and he feels like that free, and even the fact that he had a nickname made him like media centric, shall we say? Like people, the media were all over him over that free. His name was kind of rolled off the tongue, like Cha Fitz or anything like that. When you remember someone by their nickname, maybe more so, they're maybe always going to be in the headlines a bit. He wouldn't have had much good to say about the media and some of the coverage that he would have got. The question I throw to you is, if you were Liam Cahill and you took over in 2023, there was no call to Bubbles. Would there have been a call? Because the context of what he said there about walking out with Shamey and Bonner was that basically he said he was done for that year, that he couldn't do what he was doing anymore. Not that his career was done. And I just wonder, like, if you were Liam Cahill, I think you would have made the call, would you?
Probably, yeah, but I suppose he hadn't been on the panel anyway, so you can understand why Liam Cahill wouldn't. You know, when was the last time that?
Yeah, but he played 20.
You saying special treatment?
No. I'm asking, would you give him a call to call him in or to talk to him and maybe?
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant just to confirm that he wasn't coming back in.
No, nothing like that. No. Like,
well,
would you have been as an option? Would you have thought, yeah, this lad still has something to offer at 31. I'm going to make a call here. I'm going to, feel him out, see what he wants to do, and see can we, come to some sort of a resolution.
Yeah, look, if you can get him absolutely firing and no injuries and just hopping on the sod, his record in the All-Ireland finals alone, I mean, he averaged, I think it was something like 1-3 or at least 5 points.
Yeah, from play, I think. From
play, yeah. So his performance in those big days is huge. I mean, even the semi-final against Galway that time in 2016, the goal from the tight angle, like you definitely have him involved. But I mean, even if you look at the way Cahill and Beavens set up the team, it's basically every player has to be able to run a mile. And even like you can see Jason Ford's tackling has kind of gone through the roof a little bit this year. And I'm not sure that would be Bubbles' game. Like even look at 2019, the semi-final against Wexford, he was played out in the wing and Sean Murphy had him running the other way. And then it's when he moved a bit further upfield that he started making an impact. But even in the inside forward line now, you have to be able to run like all day. So look, I mean, that's just the fact of it. I don't think he would be the type of player that they would want. So I totally understand why they didn't give him a call in the first place. Does that sound fair enough?
Yeah. I probably would have given him a call if it was me, just because I know he has so much to offer. There was some really interesting insights in it. He just said that, he kind of, they asked him what word would you, or how would you describe your career? And he just said, all right, as a county career. He said, we could have won an awful lot more. He said, thought they should have been in 5 or 6 All-Ireland finals in a row, and easily could have been when you think about it, with the semi-final defeat in 15, the semi-final defeat in 17. He said he was disappointed with only getting one All-Star. It's mad when you think back about it. It was 2014. He goes into some personal abuse that he got in letters sent to the house in 2016. It still amazes me. I know it happens, but it still amazes me the psyche of people that would send letters to people's houses. It's bonkers, and I know it happens because I even know in our own club it's happened. But it's just bonkers, the psyche of people to actually do that. But fascinating interview, I have to say. And I think he's involved with the Killinall under-19s. I think he was involved in the under-17s last year. And I think he'd bring a lot to the table there as a coach. Interesting, you said there, he was asked, could he be a 10-minute man or a 15-minute man? And he basically said that I couldn't justify doing all that training for 10 minutes. or for the potential to play 10 minutes. It was very interesting, I have to say, and it's going to be hard for anybody else to get an interview with, might say, because he changes his phone number the whole time apparently, and he said he'd no one annoying him since he retired because he had changed his number, I think, a couple of days after or something like that.